Okay, so this section we talk about the competitive challenges of management. So competitive, who is your competitors? Are they new or are they existing? Are they from nowhere? So I always say like before Uber and Lyft, zero competitors. No one compete because they needed this, what is that called, the medallion, right? If you want to drive the taxi, you needed to purchase, or your taxi company needed to purchase, but all of a sudden, Uber, Lyft, where are they from? So, and then also if we talk about the agribusiness, like a restaurant, like those, even like the grocery store, those delivery service, those are not the direct competition. Every business company, grocery store, restaurant, decreased. They have their profit decreased. This is another topic. The delivery people are still there, although they are working, but they are working for different companies. At this moment, I don't know they are better end or they are worse end. But one thing I'm pretty sure later on when we talk about the technology change in the next 2 slides, I know the delivery guys will be replaced by robots, right? This back to this, the very first slide, the changing environment. Changing environment itself is the biggest challenge, competitive challenge. And then plus this changing competitive challenges, okay? We will discuss 3 sets of competitive challenges. Productivity, we know that. So we measure the output per labor, per hour. That means if we can produce higher output or more output, we are more productive. I want to ask you a quick question. Compete with a robot, who will have higher productivity, right? You probably ask, it depends. If the robot can do that job, will have higher productivity and then the quality. I don't want to go that direction, the quality management. There's always the argument, quality and the productivity, they are like a mutual beneficial or they are like against with each other. Let me quickly draw a diagram, let you to understand this. This is the marginal cost to achieve 100% no defects, okay? 0% means very bad, okay? 100% means everything's, the quality is perfect, no defects at all. But unfortunately, if we want to achieve this 100% quality, this marginal cost will increase dramatically. Another line, another curve, we call it the marginal benefits. The marginal benefits from the increased quality. In economics, we are always discussing, or we are always defining this point. We call this is a quality, optimize the quality level. We should increase the quality to a level where we have the marginal cost equal to the marginal benefit. This also tells us we don't need 100%, like quality level. We should control the quality to a certain level. You might say, hey, 95, 99, whatever. It depends, right? It depends on the industry. We are not pursuing perfection, right? We are more pursuing a optimized quality level. And then on the other side, if we talk about quality increase, that means productivity increase. Set up the system. You have good quality. You have the good quality management. The productivity actually is increasing. Okay, so it's already the system set up. And also you don't need to worry about the customer complaint, the returning, right? And then if customer asks you to repair, right? This is also lower the productivity. Don't forget, if they return the products, these products, you needed to return the money, right? So actually all this post-sales service, those are all low productivity. This, I think I show you 2 points, right? The first point is optimized quality level. The second is productivity and then quality usually increase together to a certain level. This is, for me, this is not a new challenge. But really, the new challenge is the technology. See these 2 diagrams, right? I don't need to explain you what means high tech, right? new programming, new program, whatever those are all technology. So nowadays, the technology is not only for physical things, right? It can be the virtual stuff, right? So AI, very likely people will say, oh, AI is the robots. Not exactly. AI is the program, is the algorithm. You cannot see, but they are there, right? When we talk about the AI, why AI? We have the computing capacity. We have the storage, the big data, right? The big data, the computing, and then we have the algorithm. We are more working on those algorithms. I mean, simply speaking, if I don't call this algorithm, I call this programs. Why I call this a challenging. Think about the technology, the programs. This is also involving technology and that automation. You know, like, oh my gosh. So this technological advance, right, development, robots, this development will replace human labor. Okay, we still need a manager. Probably you are not managing a lot people, a lot employee, but you needed to manage some employee and machine and robots. This is the good thing. If you don't believe me, let me show you some like they call like this is the innovation. That's 1, 2, 3, right? Actually, I have 4. I couldn't find the last one. I have 4 pictures for you. Self-checkout, right? Or this is the real automatic checkout. Why we call it the self-checkout? And I think about if the grocery store, they hire the cashier to do that. They needed to pay the money, right? They needed to pay the cashier per hour, right? But if I scan, they don't pay me to do that. I spend the 5 minutes, 10 minutes, no one pay me, $2, $5 to do that. They even don't give me the discount, from the organization perspective or from the manager perspective. You are saving costs. It's a good thing, okay? You are smart. Later on, they don't need the customer to scan that. You just put this on the table, and then the scanner or the robot or AI or the robot, it scans it, itself, right? It automatically scans and then pop up the money. And then the second one, I think I have seen similar things somewhere, but they said that in Walmart or Target, they stopped trying this. Okay, this is the let's say automatic scanner. So if you have worked in those grocery store or those supermarkets, whatever, that they have called like a scanner, and then this is for the stock check, right? Or the shelf, like a 0 stock, 1 to 2, 1, 2 stock, right? And then they needed to fulfill the reordering process. Before, it is all employee did that. Now the scanner delivery, use the robot to deliver. Another example, actually, this is I learned. I have this proposal last year. iRobot, right? Those the cleaning robots. You just set up the program and then it will, just clean your room itself. Okay, but I had the idea like, why not a robot mower? Okay, and automatically, recently I see the commercials like they started to promote the let's say the eye mower. I don't know whether it's called eye mower or some robot mower, automatic mower. That means the landscape, we don't need the guy to let's say mowing our landscape anymore. Although the machine is not good enough, I think what will happen in the next 1 or 2 years. Let me tell you my understanding. The technology can replace humans much quicker. Not the machine cannot do that. Not the technology cannot do that. We as the human, we cannot accept that. Okay, those drastic change. Remember the changing environment? We cannot take that. We cannot accept it. We will be driven crazy. We have all those systems ready, all those machines, robots ready. A lot of employees losing job. Although managers might not immediately lose job, but who knows? They have a robot manager in the near future, right? So I'm kidding, but actually, my point, right? So the change can be very quick, but how quick we can adapt to that change is just let you know that the challenges from everywhere, and then the changing is the biggest challenge. There's another, let's say, competitive challenge. I personally, I skip it because this is more about the global economy. As a manager, if your company has a global operation, that means you need to understand the foreign market. You need to understand the foreign competition. Globalization is the trend. Again, it is changing. It's the changing, the challenges of changing.